Hey guys, hello. So I just finished cleaning, and before I go to bed I wanted to do a quick video. I should probably go over this way of everything how it is, because you'll probably never ever again see it perfectly clean. And I'll tell you where all my stuff is, and there's Riley's desk over there. Okay, so I have two carts. This one has like my distress crayons, has some washi tape, embossing folders. I don't have very many. I don't use them all that much. And some odds and ends here that wouldn't fit in other places. I've got a fuse tool that I haven't really used yet. My ribbons and some more of my post-it tape. Both of these were full before I cleaned, and I had a basket and I had to get rid of some. Got rid of a lot of stuff. So I have all my bigger ink pads in here that I don't use all the time. A Mento in a dark blue, an archival, some Simon Stamp colored pads that came in kits, and some ombre pads from Hero Arts, and some metallic ink that actually came from my grandmother's stash. Alcohol Lift for my kit, and then 3 bigger ink pads of colors that I was using often enough to need to buy a bigger ink pad, because I don't know, I'm just not into re-inkers all that much. The second drawer, you can see it's got ink on it because Jax likes to get a hold of these and play with them. So all the Long Fun ones I bought. The hybrid ones came in kits over the past 2 years. The Hero Arts, most of those came in kits. The Memento Dewdrops I bought. I mean, there's a lot in there. I've got that sucker stuffed, and I do use them occasionally. And then the third drawer, I have my very first ink pad I ever bought, which was this guy right here. I haven't used it in a while. Some extra glitter, I don't use all that much. My vintage platinum distress glitter. Some punches that I use occasionally. And then we've got Perfect Pearls. A lot of like jewels and adhesive dots and stuff that I put on cards. Some metallic thread and a couple of regular DMC threads. Some more jewels. We've got some distress glitter here in orange and green, in a little container that I got in a card kit I won from Mary Polanco. This one's a pretty color. I love this one. We've got some heart brads from a kit, and then we've got some eyelets and some tiny clothespins back there, and my little craft hammer. I've had this thing for, God, years and years and years, and it used to have a screwdriver attached to the bottom of it, but I don't know where it went. Next drawer up, we have some sequins that wouldn't fit in another spot that I had them, which I'll show you in a minute. Those belong in there. That's from Rylee, rifling through my stuff. And that one's empty except for a Spectrum Noir clear glitter marker that I haven't needed yet. And there's a whole big thing of jewels here. And then we have 2 containers down here that has all my stuff for shaker cards. So this has like seed beads and some Google Eyes, because I use those occasionally. Some Jingle Bell brads, some regular beads, and some sequins. And this guy, this one's the big one. Riley's always in awe when she looks in this one. It has everything you could possibly think of. Seashell sequins and snowflake sequins and music notes and presents and shamrocks and lips, ghosts, bats, everything you can think of is in here. Plus some regular colored sequins, snowflakes, etc. Gotta make sure it's closed, sorry. That's Jack's gonna hold it. I do have some actual thermal pouches for my laminator. And then we've got this cart here, which always stays near me. I actually picked this up at Walmart for 30 bucks, I think. Excuse me. So in the top we have my ATG gun and some of my double-sided adhesive on rolls that I use a lot, and my little set of finger daubers that I was using an awful lot until I got the blending brushes. These are all my Distress Oxides. I just have 10 more to go, and then I have the complete set. I have my masking paper up here, and then here I have Kraft and Nina 80 pound. Here I have Spectrum Noir and watercolor 100 pound and 140 pound. And this is where I keep my Bristol, and that's all pre-cut. My rag. And then I have all my regular Distress inks here. My Copics, my chamois, all the stuff I want to use soon. And on the bottom is my craft foam, my fun foam, my roll of foam tape. Some prizes, I'm not going to show you those, that I have bought ahead of time for giveaways. And then in this cabinet, up there I have pictures, some stuff I've done, some paintings, and some pop figures that my kids give me for Christmas. And in here, I bought this shoe organizer at Dollar General, guys. And we got all kinds of good stuff in there. We've got my isopropyl alcohol, my memento markers that I use for outlining after I've fussy cut, rags. This stuff I just bought for acrylic pouring. We've got shaving cream, because I've done some of those ink shaving cream pictures, Mod Podge, baby powder for my embossing, heat embossing, you know, powder bags, fishing line for spinner cards, cups for acrylic pouring, fabric paint, glitter glue, that the second roll of that removable tape that I got for Christmas, flowers for when I film my cards, if I ever get to film them, sticks for stirring and making designs with that, shaving cream and ink pictures. That's all acrylic pouring. Extra Spectrum Noir markers, incense, cutting blades, and then just odds and ends. Treat bags that I never used from the kit, some stickers. Yes, that is a drug kit for when I was testing my older kids. And gloss acrylic spray. And then on the top shelf there we have my paintbrushes. I used to keep all this stuff together, but since cleaning and rearranging I've moved it. My sticker machine, my laminator. This is where I keep like my Christmas cards I'm gonna sell in. Here we have some of those inks that I use with the shaving cream. This was like a little $5 acrylic paint kit that I bought to take to Myrtle Beach on vacation. This has all my alcohol-ink stuff in it. Everything from rubber gloves to tools to straws, paintbrushes, blending solution. Up on top in the metal container is my alcohol inks. This box was a box that had like one of those art kits you get at AC Moore. Got it for Christmas last year, and now it has all my stickers in it. And that's all my mixed media stuff. So stuff from Tim Holtz and Ideology and all that stuff. Then we've got that antique paper cutter, my envelope maker, some extra cutting pads, all kinds of design scissors. These are all my spray stains, my blending tools, collage medium, and this see the light's bad over here. And this 3-drawer thing we have Versamark and Simon Says Stamp embossing pads, clear embossing powder, and some extra embossing powder and some embossing markers. And in the middle I have foil. coffee filters I use for embossing powder. More embossing powder. And more embossing powder. I have a lot of embossing powder, guys. That's why I bought this thing, because otherwise it would be all over the place. And then down on the bottom there, got odds and ends, a camera stand, my Nintendo 3DS. We've got some sewing books and some sewing patterns and some wood burning patterns and some movies that I won't let the kids touch. And some woodblock rubber stamps down there on Nintendo Switch base. And then on this side, I've got some cross stitches that I've started, kits I've started, never finished. Some more ideology stuff. Some stuff that I have set aside for a mixed media painting. My wood burner is in that wooden box with all my tips. These are like adult coloring books and some do-it-yourself books. These are hard boards to put my watercoloring on. And these are the boxes I keep my stamps in, so I have everything labeled and separated. I don't have too many, but I do have quite a bit. That's all the things that I cut out with my hole punch and save. And then we've got my distressed paints, my example of the pop-ups from Lawn Fawn, so I can eventually make a pop-up card. My Pixie, Lawn Fawn Pixie glitter paper. I hear Jack's moving around up there. I hope he doesn't wake up. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I can't believe that kid's moving around. Some more stamps. This one's packed full. I mean, there's a lot of stamps in there. And then this one I haven't separated yet. I just kind of threw it in there. It's all the stamps and dies that I used for Christmas cards. So that'll have to be separated and sorted. And these are all my dies. I got a tissue box back there because I was using it to prop it up. But most of my dies are in there. It doesn't look like a lot, but I do have a decent amount. They're just thinner. They're not like stamp sets. Okay. Then we've got this guy here. I kind of made a do-it-yourselfer. I think I found this little pegboard in the dollar section at Target for like $5. And then all the extra peg things I bought at Ace. So I keep my most used ink pads here. We've got Simon Says Stamp, Lawn Fawn, Memento. They're all black. Versafine, and that new Versafine Nocturne Claire, or Claire Nocturne. This one has my Catherine Fuller inks, my glue dots, my spray bottle. It's all stuff I reach for a lot. Hand sanitizer, some of the thinner acrylic blocks, my little craft duster, my deluxe glue, my thin markers, my stamp cleaner, the washi tape that I use for my die cutting machine. And then here's my desk. Yes, there's no curtain on my windows because although the kitchen was redone, which I think I've showed you guys, we haven't quite finished. So that window, the frame around the door, and my windows are not finished properly yet. Okay, anyway. Now this lamp here I'm going to share with Rylee. So when we're crafting and I'm not filming, I'll just flip that over to her desk. I've got some storage down there. It's stuff I don't use a lot. The kids' Nintendo Switch, some extra backgrounds, some watercolor paint brushes, some fabric softener sheets because I want to try an idea that Mary Polanco gave us with using dies. Electric pencil sharpener, and some baker's twine stuff is down there. Plus all the acetate I save. And then we've got my Spectrum Noir markers, my Arteza 4mm, I think they are, pens, my blending brushes, which I use all the time now, my watercolors, my watercolor pencils, my distress markers, texture paste, an embossing buddy, and I've got that mat, which I just put up tonight, and that mat under there with my most used dies. I've got another lamp up there. We've got 2 buckets of gel pens. And we've got this, I think it was like a nail polish holder I got on Amazon. And it holds all my Nuvo drops, my glimmer paste, my glossy accents, my crystal glaze. all my little gems and jewels that don't have adhesive on them already. My watercolor inks and all the stuff that comes in kits, re-inkers that I have. All that good stuff. I love that thing. It holds a lot. Okay, I showed you that. This is more embossing powder that I have not labeled on the top yet. My little things that I use when I'm crafting. I need to, like making some cards in a kit. I need to keep some scraps or something. I'll put them in there. This has some pre-scored cards. My little stencils I made. Some vellum and acetate. Here's that heat-resistant acetate that I won on Mary's channel. My Zig Real Brush and Arteza Real Brush markers. These I bought with my Joanne gift card. I'll show you guys real quick instead of doing a whole nother video. I'm adding to my collection, so I got Y35, which is maize. YR15, which is pumpkin yellow. RV17, which is deep magenta. And then B39, which is Prussian blue. B69, which is stratospheric blue. And C2, because I needed a lighter cool gray marker. And that's just mine. But I did also get the 0.05 millimeter multi-liner by Kovic. Okay, and there's the kit, which I will be starting tomorrow. I've got 3 OT lights. That really helps with my lighting because these track lights sometimes go out quite a bit while I'm filming. This is what I film on. It's not very snazzy, but it does the job. I did have a camera and that camera stand I showed you guys. But I didn't like it that you guys were looking at me upside down. So I went back to using my phone and we'll just figure it out from there. All my adhesives are in here. Foam squares, mini tape runners, double-sided adhesive, double-sided sheets, extra Zig 2-way glue pens, my most used acrylic blocks, oops, a wobbler I've left, hand sanitizer, and I super glued my fingertips together. I was putting pennies under here to reduce the glare, and they kept sliding around, so I super glued them together and ended up getting all over my fingers. My glasses, thermal tape. I have all my most used stuff in here. Black and white jelly roll pens, jewel sticks to pick them up, my poker, my little tonic spoon, my splatter brush, my water brushes, my blending Prismacolor pencils, some stickles I use a lot, some paint brushes. They're mostly used for Prismacolor, a blending brush, all my scissors, some more extra glue pens, and my glue, more glue, my tweezers, and glitter pens, brushes, markers, whatever you want to call them. This is my favorite Teflon bone folder. I have another one, this one that I got on Amazon. It doesn't work as well as this Lawn Fawn one. My purple tape. I used to have my die cutting machine under there on that table. Now I have it on the higher ledge on Rylee's desk because she said I could. I asked her before she went to bed. It'll be so much easier to just turn and use instead of bending over and killing my back. Under here I have my 2 platforms, my Tim Holtz and my Misty. I have fun foam scraps in here and Dollar Tree foam tape. My mini guillotine from Tonic, my regular Fiskars paper trimmer, my new large scoreboard. Down here we have specialty paper, some mirrored cardstock, some envelopes, and envelopes left over from kits, and some tags. That green binder has all my stencils in it. And that one right there has extra pattern paper from kits and some stuff I want to use. And then I keep all my extra watercolor, Bristol, and Nina paper there. And up there is just some colored cardstock that I use for bases sometimes. and some more glitter paper, and the only other glitter I own that I will use. Okay, so we did that. I already showed you that my heat guns there are kind of hidden from Jack's until I find something to hang it up on. And that's the box I use to spray stuff in. This is Riley's desk. I partially set it up. Some stickers I gave her, some paper pads. She's got sequins and she had her sister write "Don't touch," some paper punches, her slimes in that purple box. I gave her a cutting mat. She was working on this card. Oops. Some markers I let her have, her pencils. And then I put her inks in here, her beads and stamps, and some scissors, and some drops and gems I made her out of Nouveau drops. I squirted them onto wax paper and let them dry, and she can just glue them onto her projects. Some pattern paper I gave her, and some envelopes and card bases. And that's it for now. I have to go get her 3-drawer cart tomorrow out of her brother's room. Stick it under there and just reorganize it. Sorry, that was a quick turn. This is my other big cabinet. This one's sewing, aside from those 3 front baskets and box. Those have cards I've made in them. And then behind there, that one with the yarn on top has like stockings and drawstrings, bags I've made. That has extra fleece behind that pink basket. And then there's another one with like soft fleeces and whatnot. These are all the cards from you guys. These are all the Copic Market colors I have so far. I have charts for everything. These are all my Spectrum Noir. These are all my watercolor pencil colors. My Memento Dewdrops. Arteza, Zig. That was an embossing powder chart, but I am way behind on that one. And Nouveau Drops, I'm also way behind on that. But this is all sewing, all fabric. And I actually gave a lot of fabric away tonight. I'll show you guys. Some ribbon in that top basket that I'll use for like dresses for the girls. I mean, I stuffed the stuff in here, and I still, even though I gave stuff away, I still had the stuff. There's baskets behind baskets. My crochet hooks, my interfacing and batting, and my rulers and squares and whatnot for quilting. And there's a quilter's ironing pad and a cutting mat, a smaller cutting mat. But there's also my paints, my easel, my mini easel, some extra canvases. And then right here I have a big easel, some more canvases. I have a big Fiskars mat. I'll show you real quick. I bought this a couple months ago. See this? Now originally I had a self-healing mat, and I had it for 2 years. And it was supposed to self-heal, but I had a big slice where I used it the most, and it never re-healed, and it was cutting my table. So I got this one. Never complained. Gave the old one to my friend. Told her, just don't cut on this line. It was reversible. I haven't had this 2 months, and when we wipe it down, this happens. It's not supposed to do that. So I just complained to the company a few days ago. They're sending me a brand new mat, so I'm excited about that. Okay, last but not least, my chair. Now this chair can be moved from here to there. I don't really do it. I prefer to stand when I'm making cards. I don't know why. This does recline though. It has a footrest. I specifically bought it because of that. Because I fall asleep a lot in the craft room if it's a school night and I gotta get up early with Riley and I'm up late. I'll just sleep here. And then I'll be right here to get her ready for school. So this is where I also do my makeup. So we have my mirror there. I hang up my most used stuff here. So I haven't used this yet, but it'll be for when I edit videos. My phone headphones. A hook I use for sewing, some extra necklaces, some scissors that the kids are allowed to use. This was a really cool ornament from New York City that my daughter got me, but the torch broke off when the kids knocked it over. And then we've got a Myrtle Beach globe with shells in it. Uh-oh, better find that when I'm done. There it is. I love this lamp. I found it at a thrift shop. I will never ever get rid of it. And it purposely does not have a shade because I prefer the extra light. Got my Pirates Voyage cup with all my pens and extra stuff in it. And then we've got my bill folder here. My sewing machine. I made this to hold my sewing stuff, made the cover, but I made the cover when I had a smaller sewing machine way back, so it doesn't fit now. This is where I watch all my TV. I don't watch, I'm watching Dexter right now for like the 5th time. I don't really watch regular TV. We've got all my medicines in here so Jax don't get them. Some rotary cutters, Riley's hair stuff to get ready in the morning. All that good stuff. This has all my sewing needles and stuff. It has my brayer and some odds and ends in here. Extra tablets and whatnot. Some of my smaller tools. Down here, like I said, I do my makeup. This stuff used to be in the bigger cabinet, but I moved it. So it's all my extra medicines, my makeup. Got all my sewing thread back there and all my bobbins. Down here I've got big paper pads, the foot pedal and the cord to my sewing machine, small paper pads of pattern paper, my Zelda sticker. I've had that for years. I love Zelda. I really love Mario. This has zippers and nylon straps and stuff, and all this stuff is all my sewing and quilting stuff, my medicine machine, my iPad, my snacks that I hide from the kids. So that's it, guys. You have now seen my craft room. Hope you enjoyed, and hopefully soon, now that I've got this all cleaned and rearranged, I will be working on that card kit. And also I will do my most used crafts items soon. I'll do that video, and my ride or dies. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, happy, safe New Year's, since officially now it is New Year's Eve, and we will talk again soon. Bye-bye.